How is it not going? Gamers. KitKat, KitKat, and Sam is here as well. Welcome. So last episode we did a tier list episode, so it has been quite a little bit since we actually got down and talked to the camera, or to the people of the world specifically. Very nearly turned out we couldn't even talk at all this week because shit just kept happening. We kept having to delay it.
Yeah.
We were gonna do it yesterday, and then my boss literally rung me. Like, she never rings me. She rung me. She's like, "Yo, the person who usually does the shift is sick, so sick that they couldn't even text me to do it. They had to get their wife to do it." And I was like, "Oh my lord!" So I went in and had to take over that shift. So now we're doing it early in the morning because that's always fun, doing early morning. So this will be coming out on the same day that it's recorded, which is cool. Which doesn't always happen. It has happened a bit in the past, but.
I feel like it's happening a lot.
It used to happen a lot when I was doing it solo, but it didn't really happen heaps when we were. I think it's only happened like half the amount of times, but whatever. Okay, so before we get into it, I do have to give the funny speech that I uploaded, a video speech to the people. There were no my feelings on my art. So I made a funny video. It was about dystopias and stuff. I'm very happy with it. I think it's good. It's being fucking destroyed by the algorithm, unfortunately, but that is how it is. I'm under no confusion as to why that would happen, because it is a video about dystopias and ghost hunting, which I don't think anyone gives a shit about. But I digress. I'm happy with the art. It doesn't really matter how popular it gets. It's just a shame that the opportunity is gone, but I'm happy to get it out. It took a while. It took about 3 months, but I think it's worth 3 months worth of work, and I think that I'm also justified in my time taken off, in my opinion. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say about it. There's not really heaps to say. I'm working on my next shit, whatever. But I do have other interesting stories. Do you have anything? How have you been going? We should probably give people how we're going. How have you been going?
I've been good. It's been very quiet, I guess. I don't know. I feel like not like the past 2 or 3 weeks have just sort of like whizzed by. And I don't know, like nothing's really happening. Like so I've been doing stuff, but none of it's exciting. I've sort of just been doing stuff,
Is it what sort of
I
stuff?
guess.
School stuff, work stuff, like what?
School stuff, personal stuff. Like, I mean, like, for example, like, I actually decided to, release my figures from their cage
That's
and take
right.
them out of the box. So I've got them all lined
This
up
dude
on
is
my
such a
little shelf there.
nerd that somehow just unboxing all of his figures was a like whole day activity.
Well, no, because imagine you're hunched over, sort of like a fucking troglodyte, like goblin thing for like 2 hours straight. Like that hurts
I think
your back.
the
No
point you're missing is
human
that
being should
not
be
many
hunched
people
over.
have so many figures that it becomes an activity.
No, it's because okay, yeah, I do agree with that, but it's because the fucking, okay, I don't think I'm gonna get any more Nindroids because they are so fucking finicky, and I'm telling you, no, not Kita, Ichika, getting her fucking, her bent arms into the shoulder joints is a fucking mission, because the shoulder joint is literally like a millimeter in size, and you just cannot for the life of you get it in, so that literally took me 40 minutes.
I like Nandroids.
Alone on that bitch.
I like Nandroids, but I prefer normal figures. Hot take. Is that a hot take?
Yeah, I don't mind Nindroids, but like, I mean, the problem that I have is that I literally most of my figures are Nindroids now, and I like they're all the same height, so they just sort of like cover each other. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna try space them around like my room somehow, so that they're not all just in front of each other, and I'll probably just reserve the shelf for like my 1/7 scale figures.
We ever
The Figmas are really nice though.
we ever managed to get like a studio thing, or like have a space to do KitKast, we can scatter more different figures, not necessarily your ones, but we'll probably scatter figures around the place. Like
Yeah, I mean, I still like all the ones that I did get.
That's nice.
Like, I think I might put the Freyren and Fern Nindroids on like my PC
Your
or
room is
something.
kind of small though. How are you fitting all that in there?
My room's not that small.
Well, I mean, it's small for how many figures you've
It
got.
feels smaller because there's a bunch of fucking empty boxes around the place now. But also another thing, the holy shit. So the way that they package it is they've got like a, I guess like a, not like a hard plastic, but they've got like a sort of like medium hard plastic to sort of like encase everything. But then on top of that, everything is laid with soft plastic. And then for the Ninjoids and the Figmas, since they're posable, there's soft plastic around the joints. So the amount of plastic waste I have produced in like in 2 days is fucking insane. We have a bin in our bathroom that's full with just like soft plastic waste now, which is just insane. I haven't even opened all of them. I've still got 3 more, which I'm just gonna leave now. I'm not opening them. I don't care. I just don't not have enough space on that shelf.
My guy ran out of
But
energy while unboxing his figures.
dude, it is like, well, no, it's more so I don't have any space, but also the plastic waste, bro. There's so much plastic. It's just like it's disturbing.
His stamina ran
There's
out.
plastic on everything.
You're not taking proper measures to resource manage. You're not a true FNAF lover.
What?
It's a resource management game. If you're a true FNAF lover, you would be good at resource management.
I think the last time I played FNAF was like FNAF 2 on the iPad in like year 7, dude. I have not played any FNAF game
Absolutely
since like
disappointing.
2018.
And you call yourself a Freddy fan beer? I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point.
No, I do not. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're just
I'm just
lying.
making shit up. This is straight from the.
And then what else? Oh yeah, I guess with school we're doing web design,
Is that
which is
good?
I mean it's definitely not as okay. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy HTML and CSS, but it's not the most exciting thing compared to like concept art or 3D animation. But you know, once again, I still really enjoy
So it's not
programming.
HTML?
Even though HTML,
It's not just HTML? You're not just relearning HTML?
No, so HTML and CSS are basically like two sides of the, like
Well,
they're the
yeah,
same
yeah,
thing
yeah,
basically. For HTML, you have to have CSS, or you know, the other way around. But like, we are allowed to use JavaScript, but
Okay.
we're not being taught it because it's
Why?
so it's basically what we did in year 10 again.
Dude, why?
But we are allowed a bit more creative freedom. For example, for this summative 2 that we started on Friday, it's supposed to be you're meant to make a website for a local artist, a local New Zealand artist.
Oh
Ooh.
my fucking
But
god.
thankfully, my lecturer was like that shit's boring, so we're gonna make it local to the earth.
Thank fuck.
So I can do anyone. I could do anyone basically.
Thank fuck.
And I spent all of Friday, I spent all like 4 hours just like looking through, like, you know, who do I want to do? I was looking at this tuning as well, and it's like we know a lot of artists, but the thing is that they draw they'll draw like good stuff, but some of it's questionable. You know, it's like, do I want to be showing this in a school setting? And Dune was saying like, you know, like I like this artist, but he draws some freaky stuff. I'm like,
he's a
yeah,
bit freaky.
maybe God.
It's really freaky.
So, and I guess another thing is that with this website, you're supposed to have like a, you know, about section about, you know, who this artist is, what they do, what works have they done. And so that's a bit hard if I just choose some like random Twitter artist. So I've decided to do, I forget the name, something Abe, but it's the artist for Freyren. So, you know, and luckily I have the Freyren art book, so I can just scan stuff from there if I can't find it online.
Nice.
Because their Twitter is just dead. Anyways.
I would have done it on Kyle. Or Kylie, I don't know how to pronounce her name. They do a lot of those like kind of cursed images for like anime. Like Kana with the Pitbull.
Oh, that person. But it has to be, well, no, it doesn't have to be, but I'm sort of looking more for someone who's done like, I guess like commercially recognized work, I guess, rather than just commissions. Because I want to have a part in the about section that shows different work, so I can do like, oh, this person's done, you know, the art for Freyren, for the prequel novel, the character design for the anime and the shorts, and then they've done art for the exhibition in Sapporo, which is later this year.
Okay. Then yeah, I probably still would have tried to done. It sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely artists that I'd not necessarily like, you know, I sort of like their art more, but I thought, you know, it's probably safer to do something a bit like more recognized,
Yeah.
rather than just like Memo or someone like that, or Pokey.
Well, your school sounds fun and interesting, as usual. Sounds like a
Yeah.
lot goes on there. So, I'm going to pivot into my own story though, because I don't. Do you have anything more to say?
I do not.
Okay, this. Actually, I got a couple different things to say. I'm gonna start off with this one because I feel like I'll forget it. This is absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean anything, but I just want to say it because I had a dream last night where we roasted some girls who were standing outside of our house trying to get us to buy something. They got really mad, they left, and then they came back as small goblin creatures and killed us. I just wanted to say that. It was weird, and I feel like it's a very good telling of my mental state that I don't know what it means, but I'm sure some sort of dream therapist would be able to pull a lot from that. So I'm just saying. Anyway.
Wait, actually, I have a question.
Yeah?
I guess last night and sort of Saturday as well. Is it? Have you been like? Is there like thunderstorms going
Yes.
around you?
Yes, that is.
Dude, it literally last night or this morning at 2 a.m. I was fucking jump scared by one. You know, I'm sleeping peacefully, and then all of a sudden, you know, fucking doomsday and like, you know, the fucking rumbling from AOT is happening outside my fucking door. Dude, it is so loud. It is so loud.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I have a story. I'm going to give the teaser story. This is my real story. This one is going to be the I don't know how long it's going to take me to tell, but okay, so as y'all know, I have long hair. This is a staple of the KitKat character, is that I have long hair. I keep talking about it. I'm an inspiration to the world, obviously, for my long hair, but I no longer have long hair, really. I have like medium length. I got a haircut. But that's not the interesting part, kind of. It's interesting in context. So I was hanging out with one of my coworkers at work, obviously. They're surprisingly the same coworker who tried to sell me weed brownies not that long ago. So they're that person. And I was just chatting with them. They're cool. I originally thought they were like 30. No, 30's bad. Okay, so I need to give more context. We got a lot of people at my job who are like, they are short women who seem like they're young, but they're actually like 34, and they're like, they've lived their entire lives, but they don't look it, and it's really like strange. And I thought this person was another one of those, but she's not. She's like just a normal 20-year-old, or she's 19, but yeah. So we were vibing and we were discussing random shit, and eventually I was like, man, I haven't had a haircut in like 3 years. And then she spun around, hit me with the, well, do you want me to give you a haircut? And the thing is, right, is normally this sounds fucking crazy, right? This sounds absolutely insane to take the offer, because this is, again, the same person who offered to sell me weed brownies, which, is that a red flag? Is that the word people use?
I don't know. I mean, I could see it being a red flag, but I mean, I think it's fine-ish.
But so
I guess I feel like it's just teenager
they hit
things.
me with the offer. So they hit me with the offer to cut my hair, and my thought process was, on one hand, I don't necessarily think anything bad is going to happen if I move to their house, but there's still, like, you know, I don't know if I want to do all that. But on the other hand, I had actually been doing research into haircuts recently, and I understand that $100 is the normal amount, but that is still expensive. That's still like $100. It's like, that's still money that I'm like, oh man, I don't want to spend that money. So when they get me with the yeah, I'm like, okay, you know what, fuck it. I was like, honestly, that's such a left field ask or question. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, fuck it. So we organized a day to do it. I went home, and it was only when I got home that I sort of realized, I only then did I ponder all of the questions in my mind, like, how good are they at cutting people's hair, and wait, what the fuck, why did I accept to do this? But I'd already accepted, and I didn't really want to pull out because that's a bit cringe. Don't like flaking. So I just went to their house, which was not that far away actually. It's in the same direction as Rancet's house though, strangely enough. So if I'd wanted to, I could have like gone to Rancet's house afterwards, but it was really fucking late when I left, so I didn't. But so I went there, and actually originally turns out it was going to be just free. It was going to be just no money involved. But when I got there, I was sort of like, I don't really want to just like let them cut my hair for free. That seems a bit whack, you know? It's like they're still doing something for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, can I just give you like $20? And they're like, you can buy me some alcohol or something. And I was like, right, because they were gonna have a party, apparently. So I got to their house. They immediately were like, where's the alcohol? And I was like, I thought we were buying it together. I thought we were gonna go because you said you had liquor house. So we went and got some. We got these things called mud shakes, which is a mix of vodka and chocolate. You know, it just tastes like a chocolate milkshake. And I remember a little while ago I said that when people say you can't taste the alcohol, they don't really mean it. They mean you can barely taste it. They mean that it's sort of there but not really. This literally, you can't taste it. That's not exaggeration. When I was drinking it, I couldn't taste anything. All I could taste was milkshake, and that's concerning.
Or you've gotten used to the alcohol taste.
No, no. Definitely just nothing. And that was a little bit terrifying. Because I've never tasted something that literally you couldn't taste anything before. It's always pretty obvious when you're drinking alcohol, but I put that to the side. So I sit down in the chair, and I'm getting a haircut, and there's not really much interesting stuff that happened while I was getting my haircut. She just kind of cut my hair. One thing that is a little bit interesting is, god damn, I have terrible posture. Like, oh my lord, man, I have terrible posture and terrible social anxiety as well. But she was cutting my hair, and she kept being like, she kept having like ask me questions. I was struggling. I don't know, man. I really need to get that shit sorted out. I'm getting an ed psych report soon, or I'm going to one of those people soon. Because originally, so here's how it works in New Zealand. There's two ways to get an ed psych report, which is a report on the mental psyche of you to see whether or not you have like some sort of autism, ADHD, all that fun stuff. So there was this woman who there's two ways to do it. You can either apply to the government and I believe get it for free, but I also think the wait on that is like 2 years or something. Or you can pay a couple $1,000s to get it done immediately, and that's also still like difficult. So but then we got this offer from this woman who my mom works with, who was like, oh, I'm starting up a new company or something and I need clients now, I'll give you a really good price. And we were like, all right, chill, let's go. So I'm getting that done, which will be nice to know, or maybe not. I've been thinking about that a lot recently, about sort of where I stand in terms of mental things. And because one thing I'm concerned about, right, is what is inherent to you and what is determined by outside factors, right? So if I were to have autism or any other thing, how much of that then how much of that has dictated my personality and my decisions over the years, right? Because the thing is, right, is no matter what, me having something, if I did have it, would be inherent to me as a person, right? But it's still an outside factor that's been applied to me that isn't inherent to humans. It's not the average, I guess you could say. And I feel like it brings a lot of my accomplishments and my work ethic and morals into question in a way. And I'm a little bit concerned about that because I feel like that whole question's going to blow up a little bit in my mind. I'm going to have to really start thinking about it if I do get diagnosed with something. I don't want to. I know Jeb Stacks is not 110% happy that he has something. I know that he feels a little bit sad that he has to deal with it, and I don't know if I want to take any medication either. Again, a lot of questions that are going to be very inconvenient to have to deal with if they ever come up. But I digress. I was getting my hair cut by this woman, by this person. And, you know, it all happened. And oh my god, I don't know how she did it, but it looks amazing. It's crazy. Like, okay, so obviously random person comes up to you. Okay, I'm calling her a random person. We've met 4 times before this. I need to clarify. We've met 4 times before this. So, and I believe only one of those was actually us talking. The other 2 were just seeing each other while we were getting to and leaving work. So, yeah. But damn, like, she did a really good job. I'll send a photo because I'm just that egotistical. Because I just looked that good.
Has she done anything like that before?
Gotten a
Or
haircut?
yeah, has she given someone else a haircut before?
I've
Or
only
is
ever
it
gotten
just her like
haircuts by
first
my
time?
mum. So this was the first time I've even gotten.
No, her.
Yeah, apparently
Has she
she
ever
gives
given
haircuts to her
a haircut?
flatmates.
Oh, I see.
So here's what I look like. Sorry for the cringe ass photo. I wanted to have something to show to the hairdressers when I was getting this done again at some point because I think it's good. June,
Why do you look so like?
mad
Yeah, it sounds like a wolf cut or something.
wolf cut. I think so.
Yeah,
So June's
that's basically what I had
response
when I was growing.
or rancid for the podcast members is, sheesh. I feel like just a few weeks of estrogen can definitely make you pass. And so
Oh, is that why your status? That was what your status was about?
yeah, so I set my Discord status to I'm not trans, just to remind everyone that I am indeed not a transgender person. So,
Yeah, not yet.
dude, it's crazy. The person who gave me a haircut, they'd be like, "No, yeah, the first time I met you, I thought you were trans, and then and then I thought you were gay, and then you started speaking, and then I knew you were straight." I just don't get people. I don't understand how this works. And then I was talking to another coworker, and we were talking about how we're probably going to leave our job soon, and how neither of us are very good at like texting other people, keeping in touch with other people if you don't like directly see them every day. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, that'll be funny. I'll see you like
Rude.
on TV one day, and I'll be like, wow, I remember you. You've changed so much. And he's like, yeah, and I'll see you, and you'll be like fully transitioned to a girl. And I'm like, oh my.
What the fuck?
It's like-
It's just so out of pocket.
exactly. And I'm walking around. We've got this guy who works at a place nearby to where we work, and so he's a friend. I think they recently went trans, so I'll say they're a friend. And pretty much every time I see them, I walk up to them. They go, "Hey, you're walking very autistic and looking trans today." Again, just I'm like I don't get what? And here's the thing, guys. I was talking to my coworker. I need to give these people names. I don't want to say anything that's like. Okay, I'm thinking of different names for these people.
Just call them like Genshin characters or something. I don't know. Just like some.
I mean, I don't
like...
want to get confused with real Genshin characters. Wouldn't want.
Okay.
Let's do some brainstorming. So one person, so the weed brownie woman. I don't want to call her weed brownie because that's fucking weird. So we're gonna call weed is kind of like a plant. She's kind of like a.
It's what, Rose?
She's not really like a rose. She's more like more like one of those plants which look nice. They're kind of niche, but they're not like a water lily or something. I'll call her
Lily?
sure, we'll go with Lily for now. So Lily, I'll call the guy or the trans someone. Sorry, I don't know all the different specificities. I'll call them Bloodsport because it's funny. It's also a funny joke if you know their real name. But their name is Bloodsport. Full name Bloodsport. Gore to human blood. Rawr, and the rawr is like an onomatopoeia in their name. So, and then I'll give other names to other people eventually. But I was talking to Lily about Bloodsport. And I was like, they were always talking about how I look autistic or trans. And she was like, yeah, they probably have gender envy for you. And I was like, I never thought about it that way. Because we actually do look kind of similar. But they are shorter than me, and that's pretty much it. I mean, they look obviously different in terms of humans look different, but we're similar in more ways in our looks than most people are to me. Because I don't think I have a necessarily distinct look, but I do stand out more than the average human, I feel, in my looks. Like, not I'm good looking or bad looking, I just feel like you don't see many people who look similar to me. I feel.
Yeah.
I got a lot of specific things. So
You're a specimen.
I'm a specimen. I'm actually like a special. Oh, I'm special.
You're like a shiny Pokemon.
I'm a
or
shiny
something.
Pokemon. I'm the shiny human. Shiny human Pokemon. Am I gonna just call this podcast "KitKat Got a Haircut"? Because that's such a nothing
First
title,
hero.
but that's so perfect for like what this podcast is. There's like some.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably get a haircut before we go to Japan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'll. I mean, I think I would just sort of like clean it up a bit more. Like I still like the length that I'm at, but it might make the front parts are just a bit shorter down to like my chin, just because I've been finding that like if I don't tie my hair, then I'm just eating hair. Like it's so annoying. Like I don't know why. Like the past like month, it's just been happening way more than it used to. Yeah, but you know,
I
it is what it is.
I'm still inexperienced in here. They just snipped around a little bit, and I'm immediately like 10 billion times more interesting and handsome. I had this example. Normally on the street when people see me before, they would immediately grab their bags and run away. But now they look at me, look away, double take, then grab their bags and run away. So I'm making progress.
Yeah.
I'm making progress. So got the haircut done. It looks immaculate. Lily did an amazing job. And then we got drunk. By the way, I want to say this just before I talk about us getting drunk and doing all that. I'm not drinking anymore. Just straight up. And there's a very specific reason why. And it's because I was sitting in home by myself at desk drinking, and woke up next morning, talked to my mom, and she was like, "By the way, I heard you singing last night." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember singing." And then so I was like, you know what? that is a really good wake up call. Actually, that's a really good snap out of it. And so yeah, I'm done.
Okay, yeah, third time's the charm. He's not
I never said I was
anymore.
done before. I've never said that I'm done drinking.
You have though.
Have I like straight up said I'm never
Yeah,
drinking?
you've said I'm not gonna be drinking anymore.
I don't.
You've said that at least 2 times.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I
I
don't
think you
think
said
so.
it once on the podcast.
I don't think so. I
believe so.
I'm going to trust my judgment here, and say that
Okay,
if
yeah,
I
I'm not
was
gonna-
saying it, it would have been more as I'm not drinking in the next week, or I'm not drinking as much. I don't think I've said so far that I'm stopping
Next
entirely.
week.
Yeah, no,
It's not a long time.
I'm stopping until, and I'm doing normal human standards now, whatever that means, which essentially just means that I'm only drinking in social situations. I feel like that's a handicap for me though. I don't go to social situations, although I guess I'm sort of talking about a social situation right now. I don't know. Fuck it, we'll figure it out when we get there. But essentially, no, not drinking for a long time because yeah, no, yeah. Also, I gotta work on videos and stuff and yada yada yada, all that dumb shit. Fuck off. But so, with the pre-works out of the way, we drunk a bit. It's so funny how different tolerances work because they had 2 sojus. Also, I tried soju now, and I think it's overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It just kind of tastes like vodka and fruit juice, but like more lush, which to be fair does taste nice. But it's very popular, especially in people our ages, and it's Jebstra's drink of choice. And I'm just kind of like, I get it, I understand it, but I think it's just like sort of good. It's like A tier compared to like S tier. So that's my thought process. But yeah, some interesting stories from that is, first of all, we watched some of my YouTube videos, which was funny. Lily's got like a projector. A fucking actual projector. It like lines itself up on the wall. It autofocuses. It crops, or no, it doesn't crop it, but it like corner pins it so that it's flat on the surface, so you can pretty much angle it any way.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So but we were listening to it out of the speakers, and I was so annoyed because when we started playing one of my videos, for some reason the mixing was just horrible. I don't know why, but you just couldn't hear any of the music that I put in, and I spent like hours on the music because it was so tedious and annoying. And so I'm like, oh, great. I was mad and sad. I cried. Also, Lily has roommates, it turns out. I found out in unfortunate circumstances. For one, I was getting my haircut done, and one of them walked in, which is always unfortunate because no one looks good while getting a haircut. Like, No, like that's just the truth, right? No one looks good
Yeah,
in.
so it's a very like vulnerable
Yeah.
position as well. You know, you're just chilling and then you're getting a haircut, and all of a sudden, you know, you're meeting someone for the
I
first
was doing this in their living
just
room, and literally
randomly.
the door was right next to where we were doing it. Like you open up the door, you're pretty much standing with us, and it's like, oh shit. It was like they walk in. I just had to hit them with the yo, like yo, my name's Alex, yo, and then they just walk past, and it's like, ah, oh my god.
Dude, if I was that roommate, I would just like go back in my room. I would just
They had
see, you know, someone's getting a fucking haircut in the middle of the living room, and then I just like close the door, go
they
back
had
in,
to
or
no
I
they
just,
they
you know, go get
immediately
like a
had to
snack
leave
or something,
again
come
because they had to
back.
go eat like breakfast with their dad or something, or like go get lunch or something with their family, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, too bad.
Lily was like, no, none of them are coming back. They're all doing things. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then one of them returns, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. But, you know, we we were drinking, and then also their roommates appeared whilst we were already pretty drunk, which isn't that bad. I'm actually pretty good while drunk in terms of like handling myself. I feel like I could probably get away with a lot of yeah, I think I could probably get away with doing a lot of stuff, or I act pretty normal. I feel like I've said this before maybe, but I feel like me drunk is what normal people are. I'm just like a normal person. I'm probably a bit loud, but that's it, which is weird. It's odd situation, but whatever. So that was that was funny. Lily kept pointing at my hair, being like, "Doesn't that look good? Did I do a great job?" To her roommates in the room, was like, "Yeah, that looks good." And she was like, "Can I touch your hair?"
So funny.
It was so funny. And oh yeah, when we got it done, I was immediately like, "Yo, I need to give you another $20. This shit looks fucking fire." And she was like, "All right, let's go buy more alcohol, I guess." And I was like, "Yes." So we did that. And then some other interesting things is we watch a lot of like what's the drama, not quite drama tubers, but like we watched Turkey Tom for some reason, and we watched people like that who just do videos on like liberals and like, this cringe liberal did this cringe thing, and I'm like, this is fucking weird. And Lily was like, no, I don't agree with this either, obviously, but it's really interesting to see these people's really strange perspective. And I'm like, yeah, actually, no, you're right on that. So, and we like, it's so funny, we were having somewhat deep conversations the entire time, in and out, and then and then they hit me with the, and then in the background you can just hear, and then Jonathan, or and then Chris Chan shoved a medallion up his ass, and it's like, what the fuck? The contrast is crazy.
What the fuck?
That he did that as well, by the way. Chris Chan.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm aware, but
So yeah, that was odd. We had some nice conversation. I liked it. It was a nice conversation. They're very good at breaking me down. That's what I've realized. Is most people, I'm pretty good at deceiving. I'm a trickster, you know. Especially in the world, around the place. I don't get deep that often because I'm epic and a man. That's toxic masculinity. Whatever.
that's one of the most like losery things that you can think.
That
to
one
say.
was sarcastic. Okay, that was sarcastic. I need to get better at understanding sarcasm, but that was sarcastic. Okay, no, I understand the ins and outs, yada yada. But they're very good at like, they're very good at saying, yeah, but like why? And that shit just throws me off. I'm like, fuck, I didn't have to think I had to give justification to what I'm saying. I was speaking out my ass. Normally I just speak out my ass, people trust me. But she doesn't take that. Good conversation. Here's this, I wanted to use this out of context at some point, but so when I'm this isn't necessarily when I'm drunk, this is just when I'm tired, or when like I'm not completely aware of stuff. I just like slap myself every now and again. I feel like that's normal, right? That's a normal thing to do. Somewhat normal.
I don't do it.
I mean, you.
So, I mean, I'm not really. I mean, I guess I don't really lose myself or anything. You know, I'm not too tired. I'm not drunk ever, so I don't know.
Okay, well, slapping yourself when you need to wake up a little bit is a normal thing, I feel. So I did, and she saw me do that one time. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, I'm waking myself up a little bit." And she's like, "Oh, can I slap you?" Now, boys. Now, I'm gonna make this a weird thing. I was genuinely like, that's interesting. I haven't been slapped before. So she slapped me twice. and then later on she slapped me again twice. And I just want to say,
Why?
I don't know. It's weird. I was drunk. It was funny. It's kind of funny. So I want to use that out of context at some point. I was like, I can't believe a girl slapped me 4 times. Or something like that. That's what I was going to make the start of this episode. I was originally going to be like, in today's episode, I got slapped 4 times or something. It's a little bit cringe. I understand people are like, this guy's overreacting. And I get it. But this whole podcast is cringe. We were thinking of, I was thinking, we're not going to change it to cringe cast, but that would be funny. And it would quite accurately reflect, we got Mr. No, you're actually way more sane than me at this point. Honestly, we started the other way around, but I feel like it's slowly tipped towards me just being an insane person.
What? Was I insane?
Well, you weren't insane, but I feel like I had a grasp on reality. I was sort of pioneering. I was leading the charge on the podcast, and at this point, I'm just.
But you still are.
I'm just rambling at this point, though. It's different. I don't give a shit about this podcast anymore, man. I literally like, dude. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, when should I end this podcast? Did I say that I was going to end it at episode 100? Or did I just say that I was going to switch it up?
You were just gonna like
Rework it. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
Like reform.
So yeah, I'm still thinking about that. That's still in the question. Because the thing about this podcast is, it's to talk, obviously, but it's not the best avenue to talk about stuff, I feel. Because every now and again, I do just end up doing one of these types of episodes where I take the stage and I start like fucking rambling. I see the waveforms. You know, I literally have a visual representation of how much people talked, and very often it is skewed in my direction, which is fair, because at the very least that gets the podcasts done. But I feel like we probably should definitely get IRL stuff sorted out when we get to that point. I'm definitely still going to unlist the videos, though. I've been seriously considering just unlisting them now, because oof. But we already talked about that, so I won't go on too long. See, that's.
I mean, if we really wanted to, we could. I mean, what episode are we up to now? Like 71 or something?
Yeah, I think
we could if we really want. Because I feel like at this point we're sort of just delaying the inevitable. So if we wanted to, if we really wanted to, we could start now, sort of working on like a reform. And then we just
I have been working on it. I have been trying out different things, because that's why we tried filming an episode in advance. I've tried adding ambient noise. I haven't tried any music yet, but that's just because I've tried it in the editing program, and it's kind of it's really difficult to get music that like is enough to keep people distracted, but not enough to like distract too much. I don't know. It's a weird balance. But I have been trying things. I've been thinking about this quite a bit, about where to take the podcast, what to do, because at the end of the day, what I want from this podcast is just to have an ability to get all of us better at talking. I want us to all be better at communicating and stuff, just to train, to have fun, all that shit. So I think right now what the plan is, and I'm going to be honest with the plan, it's not completely 100%, but right now the set in stones are that it's definitely going to be an IRL podcast. The microphones have already got sorted out. We just need a location, really. And I was thinking of, so here's the thing, right? We pretty much always have a new location, which is something that I really like, but we can't really do that. It's not feasible in real life. We can't go to a new place every single time, because it's not something that we can do. That's something I want to explore in the future, the idea of being able to just sort of set up an area with a cool new background and vibe. But as of right now, I think what I might do is, so my room, if this is my room here, so this table is my room. I gotta reach forward.
Small room.
Shut up. No. This whole table is not okay. It's sort of like, this is at the front here on my side is where the desk is. It's like, and then in the middle, that's like the middle zone. At the end, I was thinking of setting up a couch at the back here, because this is where I keep like my treasure chest of things, but I don't need a treasure chest if I just get a shelf. So I will get rid of my treasure chest and put a couch here, put microphones on it, and that way people can just sort of arrive at my house, and then we can literally just get onto the couch, and the microphone's already there, the setup is all ready and stuff to record. The only problem with that is obviously that like my house is a while away, so it is way less convenient than like setting it up in this way. And yeah, a lot of logistics to sort out, but at the very least that is what I have set up in my brain right now. I might set it up. And I can't really. It's not that I can't rely on you to have a space in your house, but I don't really want to be like, hey Sam, do you want to have a dedicated space?
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it in my
Yeah.
house. I'm not. I'm just gonna say no
Mm,
immediately. I mean, there's definitely room in my house, but I'd honestly just rather not
mm.
because of my parents and family.
Yeah, that's about what I was expecting, pretty much. So, I gotta set up a room, a place, and it's also good because it means I can set up a nice background. My idea for the background right now is, so I already got like a kind of okay background for that area, because what I was gonna just set up a whole bunch of framed photos and stuff from what we got from like Overload and stuff. It's expensive to get all
Yeah.
those things framed and then stuck up, because you gotta get like this fucking cell tape thing, whatever. Yeah, you get the idea. It's expensive, so it's gonna take a while, and it's probably we're gonna have to probably start barren, because I don't even have a couch yet. I kind of do. I could go grab one from outside, actually, now that I think about it. But I also don't have anywhere to put my shit in my chest, because it's like a chest full of my trinkets. It's got like various. It's got 2 keyboards in there, actually. 2 keyboards. It's got 2 broken cups. It's got a bottle of Nezuko water. It's got a Nezuko cup, which is not broken. It's got multiple wrappers, Nezuko wrappers, from different crackers. And a lot of wires, actually. It's got a lot of wires. That's pretty much everything that's in there. So that's the plan. That's the temporary setup until we become rich and famous, and then we'll do some other stuff, but I'll figure that out later. It'll also be kind of easy to get guests on. I don't know. It'll be it'll be more difficult. It'll be easy to get them on in the it'll be easy to like set it up, because we just have to get them in, give them a microphone, and it all works out, I believe. But it'll be way more difficult to like actually just be like, do you want to be on podcast? But we don't really have guests that often. It's fine. And they're really just friends who are like, can I be on this time? Or like, we'll be like, do you want to be on? And they're like, yeah, okay. So, whatever. That's pretty much the plan. And when we're gonna start switching it up is again sort of like a difficult thing to answer, because it's like, when like there's still a lot to set up. I need to get either a capture card or more like storage on my camera, because to record an hour of footage is pretty big on the hard drive space, or on the camera space, and then to port it over. Or I could get a capture card and then capture from the yeah, again, a lot to figure out, which is why we can't really just start tomorrow. I guess we could theoretically if we literally just it would be in 720p. The mics would probably be overhearing each other. It would probably be. I still think those are the main ones, but there are a couple other things to sort out. But yeah, that's pretty much my breakdown on why we can't just like start tomorrow. Okay, let me see where we're at. Okay, we done 43. I yeah, just check the time. But yeah, so back to the haircut. I was just gonna wrap up the story. I just wanted to make clear, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I guess it did start raining and thunderstorming when I had to leave, which was fun. And so they were immediately like, we gotta blow up mattress. I'm like, there's no way. This is a flat of 3 girls, by the way. This is a fucking cringe situation to be in.
But you're trans, it's fine.
Oh my
It's
god.
fine.
You're right, it was a house of
He's
4
trans,
women.
guys,
Thank
he's
you very
trans.
much. So, but thankfully the rain just stopped all of a sudden. I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. So I left. That was fun. That was interesting. And so, yeah, that's the whole story. Yay! KitKat got a haircut.
Congratulations.
It only took. That sounds like that's kind of funny. It's like this whole medley just to get a haircut, but it was worth it in the end because it only cost me like $40. So, and I learned a lot as well about hair and hair products and stuff, and how to maintain your hair
Yeah, you're gonna start brushing your hair now.
I already did start brushing.
Instead of having it.
I already did brush my hair. I've been brushing my hair for like ages.
Your hair
What?
disgusting. And then I asked if you brushed it. Just like no.
You,
it's like
I can't hear you. Your mic is like fucked up right now.
Is it?
Okay, no, try again.
Is it back to normal now?
Yeah, it's back to normal.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. My audio's been cutting out as well. I think my cable's not plugged in properly. But I remember one time I asked you, if you brush your hair, because your hair looked like fucking disgusting, and then you just said, like, no, because my hairbrush keeps breaking, so I just gave
That was
up.
a very long time ago.
I know, and we haven't talked about your hair since then.
Maybe because I've started brushing it and there's nothing to talk about because it's just.
I just feel like we just haven't seen each other in real life that much. I think we're.
Are you speaking right now? Okay, you just kind of looked. You were like bobbing around a little bit. I thought you were speaking and it wasn't going through. No, so
No.
fine. I already did brush my hair. Thank you very much. But I'm gonna buy another brush. So I didn't know there were things called like hair detangling brushes, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get one of those. I've got this like ocean wave, sea wave hair product stuff, which makes your hair a bit wavy. So I kind of like the look of it. I like the look of it because it looks. I compare hair a lot to animals. In fact, I compare people a lot to animals, just in general. I sort of like see animalistic features in people, which is interesting. Like rat people or mole people, gopher people.
Sure. Rat people and mole people.
You know what I'm
Talking
speaking about.
Underminer.
You know what rat people look like. They got a big nose. Their face is kind of like a triangle.
I guess so.
It's interesting. People. My hair looks like feathers now, which is cool. I like that. It fits very well with the jumper that I got recently. The hoodie that I got recently. I got a Jaden Animations hoodie recently. It actually arrived, and it's really, really comfortable, and also very, very gay. Is not good for my image. Is not good for my image as a straight person to wear the big colorful, fluffy, slightly short hoodie that I often wear sort of hanging off my shoulders, which I'm pretty sure is the gay way of wearing hoodies. If I'm not.
I mean, do you wear it outside the house?
I was
or-
going to, but it's summer.
I would not wear it outside the house.
It is summer.
Something that's like fluffy, I would not.
People do wear
Wear
fluffy
outside
stuff.
the
You
house.
actually don't normally realize it all that much because it's not like poofy fluffy. It's more like just you can see that it's fluffy, but it's not like super obvious.
Yeah, I still personally wouldn't.
I'm probably
wanna wear
going
it
to.
out
I'm probably
in case
going to wear
rains
it
or something.
because it actually fits quite well with my Genshin Impact shirt because it's sort of the same color palette. It's a bit. Technically, the purples on it are a bit lighter, which is unfortunate because it would have been really nice if it like just blended in really well. But regardless, I think it'll be fit into my professional going outside clothing line that I have for like whenever we go out to events, or if it's like really cold, I'll be like, all right, time to whip out the Jane Animations jacket. But it's really cool. I like it, but I'm probably just gonna keep it at home. I like it. I also like it's like really well made. Like you can immediately tell when something is like sort of cheaply made. There's like a couple small things that are like this brings the experience down by quite a bit. But I really like. First of all, she, I think this is her words. I think she made it like for autistic people. I think hold up. So she made it so that there are no seams.
You're not beating the allegations.
I'm not beating the allegations. This is so bad for me. This hoodie has done terrible things to my reputation. It's only reaffirmed what everyone was already thinking and knew. No. So it has no seams on the inside, which is really nice, and it's just like in general. So I compared a lot to so you James got you the Mez, say, but
Yeah.
he got you
giant Snorlax thing.
the giant Snorlax. It's very similar to that, but just higher quality, which I appreciate a lot. And it has this like, so it's like Ari feather, so it's based on her funny bird. It has like a little seam or like a sewing thing here to like differentiate the color. It's high. Look, it's just high quality, okay? Just believe me here. It's cool, and it's my like go-to. The problem is the only problem I have with it, or I have a couple. And really, it all boils down to one big problem, and in that it's so high quality that I don't want to use it because she doesn't sell it anymore. It was a limited item thing that I just snagged. So it's like, if this thing breaks at all, it's over. It's done. It's gonna like, and then also like.
What, you're just gonna let it just sort of rot in your closet? You're gonna frame it?
I'm using it, but I don't like using. Like, there's an inherent annoyance in my brain whenever I put it on, because I'm like, what if something happens to it? What if you put it in the washer and it accidentally like goes in the dryer and gets fucked up? That would be devastating. That would be terrible. And then like, because it's like fluffy, right? It's really difficult to use around things like oil or food, so I have to take it off while I'm cooking or when I'm like in that area of stuff, or I have to be really careful whenever I'm just around it with food in general, because if like anything, like, you know, obviously eat Nutella on toast, which I think I'm going to stop soon, unfortunately, because the thing is, it's super easy. Like, no, here's what I'm thinking about, right? I want to change my eating habits. First of all, I already cut alcohol out, so that's a big portion of calories fucking gone, but on top of that, I do want to start eating healthier in general, because I feel like that would help in me feeling good. But I just don't know, like, everything's so expensive, man. Is this just me? Like, I feel like the reason why I eat Nutella and toast nowadays isn't even because it's like, oh, it tastes nice. It's because it's just convenient. There's the food in my cupboard. You toast it, you do it, and you're done. Whereas if I want to eat something that's healthy, there's a whole preparation thing to it. And I know that's sort of like the trials of life and keeping yourself in a good position. But I'm not the one spending the money here. My parents are the ones who buy the food. So I don't even know if I want to like hit them with those.
I'm in the exact same like position. Like, but you know, if it takes more than 2 seconds of
your mic's
time,
dying. It sounds like it's like it goes super big noise reduction, you know? It sounds like you're fucking underwater. Like when people talk with AirPods, like.
Yeah. Is it back now?
It's back.
Can I speak? Okay. I'm in the exact same position. If something takes more than like 2 seconds to like make or prepare, I don't want to even just like spend the effort doing it.
I think.
Also, I recently like discovered a new like technique of eating like specifically Nutella sandwiches. It's really fucked up, but I like it.
What?
So while I was in Japan, we had like sliced bread, but they're like really, really thick. So it's just not worth it to have 2 slices of bread on like a normal sandwich. So you just have 1 slice and you put the Nutella on it and then you eat it. But what I've done is I've taken a slice, I've put the Nutella on it, then I basically eat all the crust, or, you know, like take it off, and then I'll roll it like a crepe, and then I'll eat it.
What?
It sounds fucked up, but I like it. I like it. It's basically like a crepe, but with like a white bread instead.
I'll hit you.
I really like it, but it's fucked up.
I also have a fucked up Nutella eating thing as well, by the way. This is really odd.
Yeah.
Well, I did this thing yesterday where I had the opposite issue. I had bread that was too thin. I had that white bread that was fucking thin as hell.
Oh, I see.
So I was like, I wonder what would happen if I put one in the toaster with the other slice of bread at the same time, in the same slot. So they were facing each other in the same slot of the toaster.
Oh, yeah.
And they toasted, and when they came out, one side was toasted, the other side was completely fresh, except it was like sort of hot and steamy. So it adds this really weird effect where it's soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside.
Oh, yeah. So I don't really like toast, but I do like putting bread into the toaster for maybe like 45 seconds, because then the outside will be like slightly crusty, but the inside is still soft. Like, I really like that. I like it when food has like a crusty outside, or, you know, like has like a hard outside when there's soft inside.
And anyway,
I like mellow
we were
pies.
talking about healthy eating, so let's just
yeah.
quickly get back on track and pivot away from fucked up ways of eating Nutella.
Yeah. Healthy eating.
I'm a big smoothie lover. I like me some smoothies. Okay? And smoothies are good because they're convenient. They make sense in my brain. The only problems I've ever noticed with smoothies is that they're kind of just like not filling enough, unfortunately, and they're expensive, I believe. But I think what I might do is start like pre-making smoothies, then freezing them, and then like taking them out the night before. But there's, again, whole host of issues. What if I forget to take it out of the freezer? What if it's too expensive? What if there's not enough space in the freezer? I don't have the funny little things. I don't know. It's fucked up. I hate healthy eating, but I'm like, it's unfortunate. I'd be gaining weight now. I'm gaining weight, you know, my pockets are fatter, as they say.
Yeah, I think I'm still the same weight I've been since like year 8.
This guy's like anorexic or something.
It's-
Or he just,
I am very clear. If I was like a centimeter taller, I think I'd be underweight.
oh god. Oh
But, you
god.
know, it's fine.
Oh god.
I mean, I've been eating a lot more like, I mean, I haven't eaten anything today, but like maybe the past like 6 months, you know, like my mum will make dinner or something, and then, you know, I'll opt in for, like I've been eating a lot less meat, and I've been trying to do, you know, more veggies and more like healthy shit, and I'm sort of like, I forget what it is, but like there's like a type of vegetable. It's not a potato. It's like a green potato like thing. I can't remember the name of it, but it's really really nice when it's like roasted. Also uh like grilled broccoli is really really tasty. I really like it.
I've had grilled broccoli before when I used to eat chicken and broccoli quite a bit. Um, I think it, no, it was good. I think I enjoyed it. Fuck. It was good. Maybe I should, no, I don't want to eat chicken and broccoli again. That shit was AIDS. It was so unfortunate. It did not taste good. It tasted good once, and then the second day you were like, wow, wait, I'm eating this every day? And the third day you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And then the fourth day, you don't eat it. You eat something else. That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah. Like I think I might have talked about this already, but I kind of want to just like be like when I move out, I want to basically just mainly have like a vegetarian diet, but like I can still eat meat if I really want to. Like I'll be basically just be vegetarian at
Not
home,
how it
but then you know if I go
works.
out somewhere.
That's not how it works. Your body
No,
gets
no, no,
too
no, no, no,
used.
no, no, no. At home, I only have vegetarian stuff. So I'll have like soups. I'll have like tofu. Maybe not tofu. That shit's fucking rancid. Um,
Shout
you know,
out to
but you know, I'll have
Rancid,
like
by the way.
yeah,
Shout out to
I'll have
Rancid.
soups. I'll have salads. I'll have like pasta and stuff. But then you know, if I wanted to and I want to go out, you know, like there was that Chinese restaurant that we went to, you know, like 2 weeks ago. You know, I'd probably still get the meat there.
You would have to do that fairly regularly because your body will get very used to you eating vegetables and not meat. And then when you eat meat, it will fuck up your body a little bit. And I believe it's
Well, that's what my mom does.
um
She's fine.
she must eat meat enough outside then.
I don't.
It might I might be
No.
wrong. It might just be like if you're full vegetarian and in like for years you don't eat meat, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm just gonna completely cut it out.
I want to try
'Cause,
meatloaf
I mean,
as well.
even stuff. If I could get like tortellini, or and you know have the little like meat inside the pasta pocket things.
Well, yeah, healthy.
But I'm just saying like majority.
Well,
It's just
oh,
vegetarian.
that brings me on to another idea that I had. I want us to do a couple Sigma podcasts. I have ideas for Sigma podcasts that are too good to pass up. So it's fake Sigma. So it's the idea of us presenting ourselves as like Andrew Tate type figures, but we give good advice. So, but we like berate our audience and talk like real men, and use like masculine stuff, but like we are actually just giving good advice. Or we're like trolling. One idea I had was a podcast explaining why Finster is the perfect woman. Do you know who Finster is?
I do not know.
Search
who this is.
Finster on I'll see if I can get a photo of Finster for you quickly. Where's my keyboard? I don't have a keyboard. Oh, there we go. Finster. Yep, there they are. How do I have to copy paste. Copy image. Quickly say something to entertain the audience while I get this image for you.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been playing Overwatch more recently. Oh, I know. Today, like an hour ago, somehow Energy Shock reverse swept Toronto Defiant, which is just like should not happen because it's got fucking PGE on it, who had 22 deaths in a game like a week ago, and he still won. But you know, that's fine. So who's this? Finster, whatever.
Finster, yep.
Yeah. What about them?
Well, they did recently
Are they
transition,
trans?
but that is them before they were taking anything. They were
Yeah.
they classified themselves as a male at the time, or at least I believe that photo is that. I don't want to mischaracterize anything. But the point I'm trying to make is, if we were doing a Sigma podcast, right, we would do a whole episode explaining all the reasons why they're the perfect woman. And obviously the joke is that we don't realize that they're not. Well, I mean, that it's kind of ruined now after they actually transitioned. But I guess if we were Sigmas, we wouldn't respect that. So I don't know. It's sort of, we would be like the perfect woman, and we'd show them cooking or like them putting makeup on and stuff. It's like, they're beautiful. Look at this photo of this trans man, Jack Manifold, putting makeup on. They have to get the proficiencies of a real woman to put makeup on, like shit like that, like ignorant dumb shit that is stupid, doesn't make sense. But also, like, I feel like we should give good advice. Like, well, it was like, we need a woman president. We need one. Think about it, men. What do women do? What do? They get controlled by men. They obey us. So if we have a woman president, we're essentially the president. It makes perfect sense. You should vote for Kamala Harris. We can literally control the narrative. Donald Trump's a man. He runs by his own Sigma grind set. But we are the true Sigmas if we each control politics. Shit like that. So
Yeah.
I think I wanted to do something like that at some point. Do like a special episode called like Sigma Cast, or like, or I was thinking of calling it something like Massive Pussies, as in like our audience is massive pussies. So it's like, what's up, massive? It's like, I don't know. Again, brainstorming. again. But you know, I'm brainstorming. I have a lot of fun ideas. I want to do that for that's what I definitely would have done if I was like at school, because they had a podcast thing at school for like one of the assignments. It was like make a podcast episode, which would have been hilarious if I had done that, because we're nearly at episode 100. Like, Jesus Christ, like we've been doing this shit for a long ass time, unfortunately. Stupid. We're not super long, but I was.
I mean, it's over a year.
Yeah, I was comparing it to Trash Taste. I think we've been going for a third of the time Trash Taste has, which, considering how long Trash Taste has been going, it's like kind of a little bit crazy, a tiny bit crazy. It's like, damn. I think we've done some good episodes. I'm actually really happy with the episodes we've been making so far. I think we're at 1 hour 2 minutes, but I'm just gonna end the podcast by saying that I'm really happy with the way that it's been going in terms of the quality of the episodes. The way that they've been performing doesn't matter at this point. I think I've unfortunately come to terms with the fact that the algorithm does not love us, or maybe just I don't love people, because I can't be bothered to title these things actually clickbaity shit, because the most clickbaity thing we've done so far is our perfect anime tier list, and even that is like very tongue-in-cheek. It's very much like, well, no. And then our genius business idea, our most controversial thoughts, those ones are like okay titles. I really like our genius business idea one, and our most controversial. I just like them all. All right. So thanks for watching, I guess, because we are done now, and I need to edit this. And also, I woke up not that long ago. I don't want to have a full day of sitting here and podcasting. I have work later. I don't want to be going to work with my fuck it. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.